I made my beef tallow last weekend. I can't get enough of eggs cooked in tallow. Ghee used to be my best in fried eggs, but right now it's tallow. Now look at it this way. Try tallow. Try to fry your omena, the sardines, in tallow. Oh, you will always make a trip to Kisumu for the sardines. Try to just fry your omena in tallow. Thank me later. She also says, Daktari, some of the most difficult people to advise and to unlearn are returned doctors and nurses. They'll question everything because they believe they have more experience and have experience for ages. That is true. Imagine a retired doctor who is doing his job, he has a private clinic there and just goes there to just pass time and get some few coins here through his retire. He has all these children who have issues with the mental health, drugs, taking drugs, and he's actually popping a medicine for diabetes and hypertension. So he actually uses that clinic as a pharmacy for himself. And now you have to come here and tell him, Daktari, no. You have to drop the seed oil. This doctor will be like, no, he'll actually adjust the spectacles and look at you from kutoka hapa juu. Like, no. What are you saying? I did medicine. I studied at the University of Nairobi in the 70s. It was the best university in Africa. I came out, graduated, and maybe I was a valedictorian. Now the ego is setting in. Then I came out. I went to study in UK for my post from hey. I was actually recognized by Harvard for my research in diabetes. But sir, your research did not help you get out of diabetes. How then are you still diabetic in this old age? And then you're telling me to use animal fats, and this is cholesterol? What are you telling me? I can no, please. Don't forget, don't think that I'm growing old, I'm losing the doctor mentality. I'm still the doctor. There are these nurses in the villages who are called upon to deliver women who are delivering in the villages. They have sat in maternity wards for 30, 40 years just delivering babies. And they can even deliver a woman when they are closing their eyes. They know where the fingers will go. They know how to fill all those forms and all those charts with their eyes closed. And now you're telling this nurse, it's time for you to change your life now. And she's at 72. You're telling her to change her life at 72. She's like, I have about 5 years to just die. Why don't you just take drugs for those 5 years? So those are the people who are making it hard for you. And look at it this way. Have you ever seen these young doctors after internship? Where do they go to? They go to work under these doctors. Some of them go and work private institutions because there are no jobs. Counties have made it even worse. Governors are eating money every day, and these guys want to make themselves better. But the governor is there eating 8 billion. You are a governor eating 8 billion shillings. I mean, you don't have nerves, bro. And these young doctors are coming in. You're telling them you want experience of 5 years. Experience of 5 years, and you are 72 years still there, sitting on the board of doctors. So how will they get experience? All doctors, it's time for you to go actually move. Information is there, yes, we understand, but you are blocking people. Some of you, young doctors, are coming in to just share different information, but some of you are blocking it because you have actually conditioned your patients to know there's no recovery apart from drugs. And you're so known because of your papers, the intellect, but common sense, common sense zero, because when common sense comes in, intellect disappears. And that's why Shish is on TikTok. She said, I've studied psychology. Yes, I studied psychology, but that is intellect. That is not common sense. Just because you've studied psychology doesn't mean you understand everything about sense. Your body is so awesome that it will punish you anytime you drop the unhealthy foods and then come back. So your body is so good and so well designed that it can actually send you back to factory settings. Some of you drop weight for about 6 months and you go back and eat a piece of cake. Tomorrow you have a pimple on your skin. And it comes a bigger pimple and you're like, and it's just yesterday that you ate. You'll go and test seed oils. Maybe you walk into a hotel and you eat your githeri. Tomorrow, you have Yes, Gatimi. Gatimi, how are you?
Doc, hi.
I'm good. You are live on air. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Talk to us.
Yeah. just to say that I managed to fast this week, something
Yes.
I've not been able to do like for the last 20 years. I
Say
used to feel like I'm dying.
what?
Yes,
Amazing. Congratulations for
I
that.
am
It's a
sleeping
milestone.
so well.
Yes.
I used to have headaches in the morning, and you would wake up and drink water.
Yeah.
It would persist, and at the end of the day, I used to pop some painkillers. But since when I started using a little bit of salt in water, or I take a cup of soup in the morning,
Yeah.
no more headaches.
Amazing. Imagine that. Imagine
And I
that.
have enjoyed eating my food cooked with ghee. I can't have more. I am just happy.
Now listen to this, Gatini. Somebody told me
Yes.
that I am on a payroll from from companies that make ghee. That I'm here to kill people and
No,
I'm actually hired to market these products. And I'm like, "Aye,
no.
congratulations.
I
You know
just
how
used
it
to
feels."
see the Asians and the Muslims
Yeah.
where I live buy that. But now I bought it and I know why they do that. They are very strict with their diets.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yep.
I'm looking forward to be able to do even a 48-hour fast and
Yeah.
even more.
I am so happy about this
Thank you so
because
much.
thank you and
Yeah.
you're welcome. I am so happy about your journey because listen, some people will think that when they fast they will just die. They will faint and they will not because of the addiction that they have with food. Their relationship with food is so poor that every 2 hours they have to put something in their mouths. Those headaches that we get in the morning are because of addictions to the sugars. So immediately you withdraw from the
Yes,
sugars, you start
yes.
getting the headaches. Now look at it this way. Most people will wake up with a headache and they drink water, the headache is still there. And guess what they say? You know, if I don't take tea in the morning, I always have this bad headache.
Yes. That's what I used to do, cups and cups of tea. And I don't do sugar. I've not done sugar like for like 15 years, but I do bread, which still has sugar. I would have an orange, a grapefruit here and there.
Yeah.
And then if I try to fast, I used to feel like I withdraw, I would sweat. There's a certain kind of sweat,
Yeah.
which I used to feel like I'm going to die the next minute. But I have managed this whole week.
Amazing, amazing, man. Keep going, keep going.
Yes.
You're just now
Thank
recovered.
you.
You're on the recovery road. Do not ever look back. Don't let them discourage you. Keep going and burn that fat. You'll be better.
Thank you so much. God
Amazing.
bless you. God bless the work of your hands.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you are a good messenger. We need more like you.
I appreciate. Thank you. And they're coming your way. Trust me. Thank you.
Yes.
Amazing, amazing. Imagine that. Is it Otonde Jr.? Your message on health is revolutionary. Keep going and may God protect you. Thank you so much, bro. That is deep. Now listen, I share my stories because these stories will inspire you. They are so awesome. They will inspire you. Okay? And the reason why it's easier for me to do these things is because I've walked the journey. I don't just preach things that you have not done. I don't tell you to lose weight when I've not lost weight. I was from 102 all the way to 68. And then I had all the stories that everybody said. Oh, Daktari, I was working in Mombasa. So I was told, oh, Daktari, Fatuma has done her thing. Oh, Daktari, this Mombasa is not taking you well. But the same people who told me when I had a double neck and the cephalothorax, my head was fused with the thorax. I didn't have a neck. I was like, the same people who told me when I was looking like a penguin, those people who told me it's time for you to settle, bro. Hey, it's time for you to now get this. Your life is good. Your job is well paying. Those same people are the ones who actually came out and told me, "Ay, Daktari, but you've lost so much weight and that's not okay." And I was like, bro, when I was fat, you gave me a compliment. When now I'm losing weight, you're now telling me something else. Now, I am not here to impress you, but remember this, I lost weight so drastically that I got scared. I was like, hey, this one, hey. Now, I went and restocked my refrigerator with sausages. Those who know Mombasa, there is a Naivas supermarket in Bamburi. Hey, yeah. That supermarket has eaten my money. Where? Sausages. I had those packs of 22 sausages in my fridge, just stock 22, 22, 20. And my friends, I would sit there, just fry these sausages and eat them. And within no time, my weight was back. I was like, I'm from 68, I'm at 72. kidogo kidogo I'm at 81, and I'm like, maybe this is where I have to be. And then that dengue fever in Mombasa struck me. I was like, and that was my turning point. I just decided, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. So it's a journey. You will experience all these things. People will tell you different things. Your parents will tell you, our daughter, no, that man is stressing you. That marriage is not working for you. Your own father is there looking at you and saying, hey, why are you starving yourself and you have a good job? For men, your mothers will tell you, now, chairman, my son, you are doing good. It's time for you to bring me grandchildren. And you'll fall for that trap. And then this woman comes in and cooks you the same foods that her mother used to cook for her. And her mother is diabetic. Your mother is diabetic also. And that's how genes come into play. We don't inherit genes. We inherit diets that activate epigenetics that actually activate the genes. So genes are actually tertiary. Primary is diets, and then epigenetics, and then now the genes. But we blame it on the genes, right? Hey, tawe. Good. Zolisa is saying, Daktari, I've lost 8 kgs in 4 weeks. They think you're lying. Actually, most people who come to my physical consultations, the first complaint they tell me after 4 weeks, because I give them about 6 to 8 weeks. And I'm actively involved in that journey. Now, they will tell me, Daktari, I am so scared. I've lost a lot of weight in a short period of time. Am I okay? I'm like, yes, you are okay. When you're losing weight, you're actually shedding fat. You're burning the fat. Now your body will start rebuilding back. When you start exercising, when you start continuing eating healthy and fixing the gut, you will start absorbing nutrients, and then your body starts growing back, but in a healthy way. But you are scared of losing fat, and then yet this fat is where toxins are stored. So 50% of that fat, the belly fat, is just toxins. So how proud are you to carry toxins on your tummy? And then you keep on loading toxins in your gut, in your stomach. Somebody, when I was growing up, I used to think that these fat people who have a pot belly, they feel so full every time. Oh, when I grew up, I realized, hey, when I got one, I realized, Mr. Chairman is always hungry. Mr. Chairman is ever hungry. No wonder you sit in a pub or a hotel and drink all that alcohol and eat all that meat. And then, Mashambani, where I come from, in those villages, when somebody calls for meat, 1 kg of meat, and eats that 1 kg of meat and now pumps himself with the beer, that is the gentleman. That is the village champion. I mean, and these are teachers. Most teachers, walimu tumewafikia. Most teachers, when you retire and you get some pension here, this is what you do all the time. Instead of doing something important. And that's why you die early. Because you go there and you want to show these people, I was a teacher in Kenya High, right? I have gotten my pension. Now it's time for me to show you something. Yes, and police people and the police. Yeah, but it's rare to see a police who was retired, right? It's very rare. I don't know where they disappear to. Most teachers will go into being preachers. So now from teaching and conditioning people, and now straight into conditioning them even more as they go to hell. And now you'll go to heaven or hell, and you'll meet your teacher there with ghee again to just to marinate you with ghee and send you into the fire. So these teachers are everywhere. They are everywhere. So now a teacher comes in with the pension, and he orders 1 kg of meat, nyama choma. He drinks that he eats all that meat with his kapot belly kadogo hivi kazuri katai, and then orders beer. Taking his beer, he's standing tall, taking beer, all that, and speaking all the English on this world. And then when he comes with arthritis, he's telling me, the teachers will always think everybody's their student. So he's telling me, no, this cannot be anything else. I know my problem, doctor. I know where I went wrong. My problem is I've been eating a lot of meat. I'm like, okay, go ahead, Mwalimu. Yes, I've been eating a lot of meat, and even my doctor confirmed that meat is a problem. And then I'm like, okay, so what else have you been taking this meat? Doctor, is it bad to drink some coffee here and there? No problem. When it's time for them to leave, they come back and ask me, Doctor, and how about 2 bottles of alcohol every weekend? I'm like, I got you. Come here, sir. No estrogen. And now the teacher goes back to factory settings. It's like, Now I sit them down and tell them, now it's the alcohol that's actually causing you problems, not the meat. Continue eating meat. And at least that's a moment of pleasure. You're now teaching a teacher. It's amazing to do what I do. Trust me, it's amazing to do what I do. But it's challenging because you have to be always. I've lost 8 kgs in 4 weeks. This is Zolisa, so I was reading that. After dropping seed oils, wheat, and sugar. I'm doing 16-8 intermittent fast. Your gospel is working. And I'm now preaching the same to my WhatsApp status, posting links of your videos. They sometimes get tired of you, but do not get tired. They're like, huyu atapost ile tu ya ule daktari. Jabaka told you one day that, was it Jabaka or was it Job? That one day he shared, he kept on sharing my videos in the family WhatsApp group. And these guys kept on ignoring him. They're ignoring him, but they're seeking help for diabetes and hypertension. But this guy has been posting all these videos there. What they do, they just archive the videos. Tuma tu tutafinya huko chini, tutazituma huko chini, no problem. Just keep sending them. One guy said, it's hard to fix family members. Yes, they love their own hell. Don't get them out of their hell. They have to initiate it themselves. Okay? Now I've started 24-hour fast and OMAD. My confidence has shot all the roof. I just feel and look good in dresses I bought 6 years ago. Okay, dresses that she bought 6 years ago. Thank you so much. You're a true God sent. Some of your prayers keep me going. It's not about the money, it's not about the motivation. Listen, sometimes I come out of work and I sit here and I tell my colleague and my director that, hey, today I don't feel like I have to do this live. And then one thing that he tells me every time, don't worry, just sit there and say something. Sometimes I don't want to say anything. I'm like, this Tuesday we cannot do this. And he's like, no, just in case you're forgetting, you're not doing it for you. Okay? Because you can go and sleep and you will have all this information, it will be okay. But there's somebody who wants to listen to this for such information from you, who is longing to hear it from you. Go do it. It's a Les Girl one says, Doc, you're amazing. Thank you for sharing all this informative content. I appreciate that. Thank you. And now Duor is saying the first gift in life was knowing God. The second gift in my life is doctor. hey, Dr. Lewis. Imagine that. Imagine that type of prayer. And when you come here and you don't know God, you meet a video that's talking about identity. You meet us talking about identity, and we send you back to the Mecca. Tell you, hey, you forgot to fix your identity before coming here. And now you become a happy person because you get the perfect peace. When you fix your spirituality and then your mindset is awesome, now your physical just follows. And now you have God to thank because glory has to go back to the Mecca. I don't take the glory. Glory goes back to God because my duty is to glorify God through easing pain and suffering from His people. Priscilla Nyambura, I lost weight and my aunties were like, ni stress gani uko nazo? People always think that getting fat is swag and healthy. They believe, they don't even think, they believe that a fat person is awesome. You will tell even your doctor that I have joint pains and he will not mention anything about weight to you. So if your doctor cannot mention that, how about your mother? And people keep on telling me, I was born a chubby kid. Yes, you're born a chubby kid. We don't blame you. We blame whoever gave birth to you. And now it's time for you to go back. No, okay, because you cannot keep on blaming baby fat. Oh, chubby kid. Oh, I was born chubby. Oh, it's the genes. No. What are you doing to walk out of the genes?